Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jackie Nesbro.
And I'm Trina Robinson. A federal prison inmate facing investigation tonight in a case with connections to a one-time top-ranking advisor to former President Donald Trump. The former advisor doing time in the same South Florida prison.
Only on 6, the case of Peter Navarro and an inmate who investigator Tony Pipitone found has a history of fraud. Tony?
Yeah, a $60 million Ponzi scheme to be exact, scamming investors who thought they were buying into movies and Broadway shows. But it is Benjamin McConnelly's apparent contact with a fellow prisoner, top Trump administration advisor Peter Navarro, that has McConnelly locked up in a segregated cell, while a source inside the prison said another potential fraud is investigated. Peter Navarro has rubbed elbows with the president and captains of industry, but it was here, in prison, that he met Benjamin Forrest McConnelly. And so far, it has not gone well for McConnelly, thanks to one of Navarro's supporters.
So I decided to craft a letter of support to Mr. Navarro.
Last month, Sue mailed Navarro this letter from Pennsylvania.
To lift his spirits and to let him know that 4 months was not forever.
Navarro is serving a 4-month sentence for contempt of Congress, having refused to appear and produce evidence to the select committee that investigated the January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol.
This is what's called a case of first impressions.
Hours after that March news conference, Navarro surrendered to the minimum security camp about 30 miles southwest of Miami. And McConnelly's lawyer tells us Navarro's been, quote, hanging out with McConnelly, the fraudster doing 13 years for conspiracy to steal $60 million from would-be investors. The question now, is McConnelly back in the fraud game? Consider first the letter Sue sent to Navarro on May 13th. 3 days later,
I received a text message from someone who had obviously read that letter.
Greetings from Dr. Navarro. Thank you for your continued support. So far, so good. But then,
in the body of the text, they were asking for money.
Should you want to contribute to Stamps Commissary, you can send any amount by PayPal. God bless MAGA. God bless America. Suspicious, Sue says she searched the phone number that sent the text.
The name that came up with that phone number was Benjamin McConnelly.
A quick search of that name turned up his conviction.
And I thought, whoa, so this is not cool.
Even less cool, she found McConnelly was, like Navarro, housed at FCI Miami. So she contacted prison officials and us. And when we looked into the PayPal account mentioned in the text, we found the money would have gone to someone named Forrest McConnelly. Forrest, Benjamin's middle name, and also the first name of his father, who we have been unable to reach by phone, email, or through McConnelly's attorney. 2 weeks after Sue alerted prison authorities, McConnelly last weekend was moved to a special housing unit in an adjacent, more secure facility, his attorney confirmed, locked up 23 hours a day, unable to comment or communicate with his attorney.
People don't have a lot of money to spend. And while I applaud their trying to give support to Mr. Navarro, he doesn't need our money.
Navarro has his own fundraising site for a legal defense fund, which shows more than $1.3 million raised. It's unclear whether Navarro ever saw Sue's letter, but in case Navarro sees this, Sue has a message for him.
I would like to say hang in there, and there's a lot of people out here that are supporting you and wish you well.
Now, the U.S. Bureau of Prisons will not comment on what it's doing to prevent inmates from soliciting funds into PayPal or other outside accounts by intercepting mail meant for other inmates. If that's what happened here, it could be a violation of both prison rules and federal laws against wire or mail fraud, an attorney familiar with the matter told us. There's no indication Navarro had anything to do with this. His attorney declined to comment. Tony Pipitone, NBC6 News.